your back as you exhale, and we're just going to get right into our practice this evening or this afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. All right, so as we inhale, take a deep breath, and then exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Release your lower back, rock your knees side to side. Good. We're just going to go right into some core work. So take one of your Emerson blocks and put it between your ankles. So get those close so you can reach one. Yep. Just squeeze it between your ankles. Legs are straight up in the air. And we're going to raise up our head. And we're just going to paddle our hands up and down. Okay, so just inhale and exhale. Just wake up your core. This really gets your breath going, so if you're able to do a 4-count inhale and a 4-count exhale. And lower your head and rest. Hug the knees in. Exhale, drop your knees to the right. So just roll them over to the right. Take your arm out to the left and stretch. Feel that unwinding from your day, just being on the floor, closer to the earth. And then go ahead and bring your knees back up and roll to the other side. Good, deep breaths, pull your navel in, roll your head, look to the right so you stretch your neck a little bit. Good, and inhale. Good, and then come back up. So I just want to show you how to, another way to use the blocks is so you're going to use one in your upper back and your shoulder blades and then one behind your head. Okay, so this is a nice soft block for behind the shoulder blades. And then we're going to inhale, lift the legs up, straight up. Okay, yep, one there behind that, perfect. And then just do some lowering, right leg down, bring it up. Left leg down, bring it up. And it feels actually really good to have your arms spread to the sides. So it's really kind of freeing on the shoulders and really your whole body. All your energy is opening and we're strengthening our core. Inhale, exhale. Good, and then go ahead and raise your head. Keep the blocks right where they are. Reach forward. Notice how you have that little bit of support with the block, which I think is great for that crunching effect. Lower that right leg. Breathe there. Pull it up and switch sides. Crunch in. 4. Bring it up. Good. Bend both knees, feet flat, Anna, and then rest your head, open the arms. And this goes to the restorative, the balance between strength and surrender. We want both in our practice, okay? Deep breaths in the chest. Let's just do one more round. So tuck the knees up, raise your head, lift the legs, paddle. 2, 3, 4. Strengthen your core. Squeeze the legs together. Good. 2. And awesome. Lay back on the blocks. Grab the insides of your feet, everybody. Open your knees to happy baby. Good. Just hold that happy baby. This will prevent injury in your practice. Yep. Grab the toes. Take the legs wider apart. That's the sweet spot right there. We're also getting that great chest opener. 4, 3, 2. Good, and then bring your legs back up, grab the legs, and roll yourself up into a seated position. And go ahead and position yourself in a straddle. So open the feet pretty wide apart. Good, lift the sits bones. Good, and then first just stretch. So walk your hands forward, just stretch out. Good, so this is your good check-in, and remember, it's gonna be, you wanna just work on consistency over intensity, right? So just start to get consistent, it's gonna be the key for everybody, okay? 4, 3, release a little bit more, 2. Good, and 1. Go ahead and come back up to center. Inhale, bring your arms apart, take your opposite hand towards your toes. Tap that big toe twice, come back and go again. And this is going to loosen your waist. Good, and your side, good. And then try Girlish with the opposite hand. So take your opposite hand to your toe. Yes, and then come to center and switch. Good, and switch. Good, and just go back and forth. Now tap your toes twice. 1, 2, yep, and switch. So really get you in the zone. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, so just trust nature, trust the beauty of nature, the abundance that we see in nature is a part of us. Lace your hands behind your head and reach your elbow towards the outside of the hip. Feel that stretch, pull back up to center. Good, other side, go down and pull back up, engage deep in the pelvic floor when you pull up. So go down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Good, so with nature is our connection. Nature knows our deepest desires and wishes, and it's going to support us energetically. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Woo! Cross the ankles, tight squeeze, decompress. Set the blocks aside, facing, squeezing everything in, rocking everything a little bit. And kind of pose of the day, Navasana, grab the backs of the legs, lift your heart, raise the toes. Find your balance. Navasana, you can balance here. Good, and cross the ankles, great. Do a mock lift up. Take a block on either side of your mat. Place the hands down, and then just let your feet stay touching. Yes. Let's do 5 of those. 1, 2, 3. This is going to get your core woke up. 4. Woo. 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 And exhale, taking our first plank. So we're stepping to plank. Woo, we made it to plank. Look at us. Spread the fingers. Hold. 5, 4, 3. Squeeze the elbows in. Lower all the way down. Slide your forearms forward. Lift into Sphinx. And we're going to arch our chest. Reach the toes back. Curl both feet up, stretch those quads. Good, and then in this position, we're kind of pushing the pelvis down a little bit. So you want to push down, almost like you kind of, when you push down, squeeze your glutes. Good, and then slide your hands under your shoulders, child's pose, good old child's position. Taking the hips to the heels, resting our forehead on the hands. And let's exhale, lift into downward dog. So hips raise in the air. Navel in, lengthen your spine. You can really hear the Ujjayi breath filling up your lungs. Good. And then inhale, step forward. Bring your blocks towards the front of your mat. So we're going to place our hands on those as we lift our chest. We're going to have more space in the hips by using the blocks, okay? And then, so look forward, stretch your head forward. And then fold your head. Lean forward into your fingertips. Bend the elbows, if you can. Good. Soften the knees, roll up into standing. Inhale, raise the arms, interlace your fingers. Beautiful. And exhale, release the arms. Great. All right, so let's take a few breaths, centering palms at our heart. Inhale, bring the arms up. Forward fold. Straight Namaskar A. Look up. You can set the blocks aside. Step or jump to plank. Squeeze the elbows in. Push up. Roll the toes back. Upward dog. Lift the hips. Downward dog. Take your right leg towards the ceiling, raise it up. Okay, ready? We're gonna come into plank and tuck our right knee to our elbow. So this is a flying dog, so just come forward, bend that right knee in towards your elbow lish, but don't let it touch the floor. And then go right back into that down dog, lift the leg. Yeah, forward, and repeat, and back. So this is a lot in the shoulders. You're coming forward and the shoulders come forward. When you lift the leg back, the shoulders come back. Switch sides. Left leg raises. Bend the knee to the elbow. Look between the hands. When you go to down dog, look back at your foot. Inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, down dog, look at the foot. Inhale, look at the hands. Exhale, down dog. Look at the foot. Good. And then we're going to inhale, step or jump into standing. Look up. And fold. And roll up. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky. And take a centering breath at the top of your mat. That's a little shot of air. I don't want it to get too hot, then it's going to be hard to cool down. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana chair. Interlace the fingers, open out the palms, hold for 5 breaths. Exhale, flow into a forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, yoga push-up. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right foot steps to our first warrior of the practice. Pivot your back heel down, square your hips, stay up for a few deep breaths. Okay, pull those elbows down to goddess. Pull them back up. Flow into another push-up. Step back, chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Inhale, warrior. And stay in warrior. Square the hips. Goddess. Go up. Go down. Go up. Exhaling. And chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog, and deep breaths. Good, so stay there and I'll give you an adjustment. Bend the knees, reach the hips up as high as you can. If you're at home, you really want to spread the fingers really, really wide and lengthen by pulling the navel in. So from here, we can look between the hands. If you're at home, work on your jump ups. Bend the knees, shift the hips back. And inhale like a spring, jump up. Good. Fold over. Bend the knees into chair, Utkatasana. And exhale to Samasthiti standing. Good. Take a deep breath. And we're going to do one more with different variations in the B salutation. So we're going to bend the knees, lift the arms. But this time take your elbow to the outside of your knee. Twist. Clear your mind with your breath. And trust nature. Trust the universe to be your support system. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, twist to the other side. So part of that means that we want to kind of magnetize ourselves with our practice to attract the most beneficial things for our body, mind, and spirit. And inhale, back to center. Exhale, take it all the way over, lean into your fingertips, feel that release in the forward fold. Gaze up, step or jump, you can go to plank first, look slightly forward, squeeze in, eventually hover. Roll the toes back, look up, exhale, down dog. So a little slower, okay? Right foot steps to the hand, pivot back foot down, Virabhadrasana, inhale, raise up. Good. And exhale, open to warrior B. So we want to go a little wider in our feet, lunge a little bit deeper. Forward, place the hands behind your back, look up, open your heart, exhale, fold your head, lift your arms. Humble warrior. Grounding the feet, using your core to lift back up. And then this is a big shoulder rotation. Left arm comes forward, down, big lunge here as we step back. Push up. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward, big step, raise up, square the hips. Good, and then warrior V. So a little bit more in the pelvis and Vera V, a little wider. You want to make sure the knee's stable and pushing out to the pinky edge of toe of the foot. Lift the heart, gaze over the hand. Clasp your hands behind you, look up. And bow your head, humble warrior. Just keep dropping it down. Draining out any negativity. Cutting old energy cords. And 5. And inhale, come back up. Good, beautiful. Arms out. Circling over, shoulder. Lunge, left leg, step. Everything's happening. So when you slow down, you can feel all those different points of focus in the practice. Activate your core. Drop to your knees. Let's all go down to a child's pose and rest. Balancing some different parts of the practice. Strength and surrender. Good. And then we're going to work on our dolphin, okay? So we want to lace our fingers together. It's all coming back, Lish. When you hear dolphin, like, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, just make sure those elbows stay under the shoulders, curl the toes. Good, maybe bring your elbows in a little closer, Lish, especially that right elbow, just a little bit, yeah. And lift one leg at a time. Switch legs. Come down and rest. Good, so let's go ahead and exhale into downward dog. Walk your hands back to grab your big toes. Go into a nice soothing forward bend. Roll your heels out to the sides. Look up. Exhale. Bring your head down. Bend the elbows. Look up. Bring your palms underneath your feet. Fold a little bit more deeply. And you almost want to loosen your head there a little bit, you know, and your shoulders roll away from the neck and the ears. working on is go ahead and slide your hands out. Take your feet as wide as your mat and turn your toes out to the sides. So you're gonna bend your knees. You can look at me. You're gonna bend the knees and reach for the backs of the ankles. Okay, the knees are really bent, the toes are out. Yep, and then you pull your head through. Yeah, good, Anna. We'll just practice here today. We can go deeper, but this is pretty great for our back, so. Good, and if you're feeling inspired for Crow Bakasana, now's the time. Take the knees to the backs of the arms and float the feet up. Go ahead and sit down. We'll add in some more of that Emerson cross training. So fold your feet into butterfly and lay down on your back. Okay. So Emerson yoga is a blend of the cross training with some rocket and Ashtanga. Based after teaching for a long time, 26 years. All right. So some of my favorite crunches. Lace your hands behind your head. Bring your knees and your elbows to touch. See if you can make them connect. Woo, there we go. And then you just want to do little tiny crunches here. So don't come all the way to the floor, but just bring your knees and elbows away from each other and back in. Focus a lot on your leg work, Lish, just pulling the knees back with strength. As you pull the knees back, the lower back can come up off of the mat a little bit. That's going to target your lower core. And rest and set the feet down and just rest in the butterfly for a few breaths. Freedom in the surrender. Here we're going to bring the knees in and we're going to roll up, and I wanted to do some stuff for our glutes. So we're going to come on to all fours, okay? So from all fours, okay, hands in under the shoulders. Inhale, take the right leg straight up and back, flex the heel, and then just little pulses here. Yeah, start to work that hip and glute. Keep the toes pointed down. And then with the leg out, bend it in, out, This is going to strengthen your hamstrings. Stretch it out to the side. Set your toes on the floor. Do 5 push-ups. Kind of fun way to do push-ups. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, yeah. Great. All right, here we go. Take that left leg straight up and back. Flex that heel and pulse. Little baby pulses. Breathe. Core work. Glute work. Good. And then we're going to curl the toes in, out, in, out, in, out. Inhale, exhale. Keep the breath full. 2. And exhale, take the foot out to the side. Ready? 5 more push-ups, here we go. 2, core work. 3, 4, and 5. Good. And then bring your knee in and rest. So come all the way back. Go ahead, grab one of your soft Emerson blocks. Turn your head to one side to release your neck. Just put the side of your head on the block. Yeah. And then switch your head. Go ahead and take that same block, perfect position to take your first finger and thumb, set it down like this. Yep, squeeze it in, lift up your knees, okay? Bring those elbows in a little closer, lift the right leg. If you're practicing elbow stand, you can take it up. Good. It's going to feel super wide at first, but that's okay. Go ahead and come out and rest. Good. So, Anna, remind me how far you're getting in the inversions.
Not terribly far. Everything is pretty supported, like against a wall.
Like headstand or elbow stand at the wall?
I think is probably as far as I've gone.
So you can move your mat over to the wall. Lish, you can just work on more dolphin today or rest, okay? So scoot over by the wall. Lean more forward, Lish, and just focus on stability. Yeah. Good. So we're working on inversions at the wall, so feel free to go to the wall. Okay. So you don't have to use the block if you don't want to. You like to?
I don't think I've ever done this one against the wall.
Okay.
I think I've just done.
That's okay. Go ahead and try it.
This thing?
Yeah.
Just for like-
Yes. Look between the hands. Step in. Okay, ready?
Oh my gosh, them both.
I'll just bring one leg up at a time. Ready? And pick up. Switch legs. Okay, so you want to step this one in a little bit more and bend the knee more, so it's what you want to feel lighter, like you want to feel like you're a little like light, and jump. Ready? Jump. Yeah. Jump.
Oh, I'm so nervous. You pay your arms.
No.
Okay.
There you go. All the way to the wall. All the way to the wall. Bring that southern leg up too.
Oh my god. Can you help me come down?
4, 3, 2, and then go ahead and come down. Okay, that was good. What?
The thrill of it.
Well, you're gonna have to get through the Virasana, which is what just happened. The first time is like, my arms are gonna break, my head's gonna crack on the floor. You think like
That's
the
what I
worst.
think of.
Yeah, you think the worst, but. All right, so let's go ahead and work on our splits. So we're gonna come into standing, widen out our feet. We're gonna come right here for Prasaritas, nice wide stance, everybody. Roll the heels out to the sides. And inhale, arms raised, core is engaged. Exhale, fold at center, take your hands down. Look up, fold your head, 5 breaths. Good. Your breath is the doorway to your mind. So with your breath, imagine your body changing and transforming into stronger versions of ourselves. Reach behind you, grab your elbows. Inhale, slowly roll yourself back up. Lift those arms, stretch, bring in energy, goddess energy. Let's do more for the legs, Emerson style. Turn the toes out. Shorten your stance a little bit, Lish. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah, so we're gonna do goddess. So we're gonna bend the knees. Yeah, so you wanna get in a position where you can bend the knees to goddess. 4, 3, 2, come back up, star. This is our cross training, and back down. 4, 3, 2, and up. Core and down. And up. Good, and then when I'm going down, okay, and when I'm coming up, I'm squeezing my hips in. Yeah. Good, stay here, bring your palms at your heart. You can do it. Heels out, lace your hands behind your back. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, come forward, lift the arms. Grab your big toes, look halfway up, and pull your head down. And this is where your mind is getting even quieter. And we're going to look up and take our hands under our face, and we're going to widen our feet. And we're going to feel really strong and feel like we don't have to go too deep. Come down to your elbows. Good. So I do like to have the blocks handy. I'm going to bring yours closer to you, Lish. But you want to set your blocks up on either side of the mat to get ready for the splits, okay? All right, we'll start to come up and pivot around to the right side, and then reach on either side of your leg for your blocks, okay? Your Emerson blocks. So, here we are. This is just going to give you a little bit more control. You can bring your back knee down if you want. You're good. Just don't overdo it. But you know, you're good. This is, yeah. This is your move, isn't it? So close. You're so close. Good. The block can also go underneath the hamstring there. I kind of like to do that sometimes when I'm teaching all the time. I don't always want to go as deep as I can go. Let your heart free up from the inside. You're going to attract those beautiful things into your life. Fold your head forward. And then we're going to come up and switch sides. So pivot around, left side, toes up, Hanumanasana. breath. Open heart. Fold over. Come up and just come out however you want to. Yeah, because we're already also close to the ground. You might as well just come all the way out to the ground. And we'll face forward. And we're going to tuck our knees up. This is kind of a resting position, rolling back to the elbows. You can kind of loosen your lower back here after the splits by just kind of shaking the knees side to side. Yeah. And then on the elbows we are, and we're going to inhale, raise those legs, right leg hovers. Switch sides. Switch sides. Switch sides. Sides. Good. Bring them up. Rest. Come down on your back. Squeeze those knees in. Woo. Good. And then go ahead and let's go ahead and take the blocks under our upper back again and do another round. So just upper back and head. Now, if you, we'll just start with 2. So slide them into the shoulder blades extra. Roll back onto the back of your head. Spread the arms. Take a few resting breaths. Here, we're going to go into another round, so we're going to lift our legs, lift our head, and see if you can lower both legs at the same time. You can lift your head here. Then support it low boat, bring the legs back up. Okay, repeat, ready, down. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Back up. Okay, one more time down. Back up. Woo. Tap your toes, grab your legs, roll up, and fold into a forward bend. First seated forward bend in the practice. Lengthen your spine. Lengthening in the forward fold. Let's go ahead into butterfly and seated. So go ahead and fold your feet into Baddha Konasana. Pull up in the heels, open through the heart. And exhale, lengthen forward. soul, awaken your spirit. And down, sit up. Good. And exhaling, we'll do a bridge pose. So if you want to just move the blocks, lay down on your back. Hug the knees into your chest. For supported bridge pose, lift your hips. Rock your shoulders underneath your body. So just want to keep rocking into this. You can also come up onto the toes, get a little more lift here. Now's the time, Anna, if you want to come all the way out. Might as well get it in. Let's just do another supported bridge pose. Great. While you're laying there, go to a figure four, fold your right foot over onto your left thigh, grab your left thigh to figure four. Just keep stretching the hips, flexing the feet. Good, 2. And then set your foot flat on the floor. Stay in figure four and see if you can lift up from there. So this is just kind of a cross training move added in. So you're here and you just pulse up. Just do some little pulses with the figure four. Pulse. So back to that Emerson cross training. Good. And then switch sides. So figure four, left side. Grab a hold of that leg. Remember how special you are. And remember when you wake up in the morning, one of the first things that you should say to yourself is that you love yourself. Give yourself a hug. Take that right foot, bring it down, ready, and pulse, pulse, pulse. Three, 2, lift the labella, squeeze, and lower. Woo. Happy baby again, grab the insides of your feet. Woo. Stretch those legs out. Good, and then we'll roll up to take a vinyasa. So roll all the way up, step back into plank, energize your plank. Look forward, squeeze in, down, roll up, look up, down dog. Good, and then we're going to wind down, practice with either legs up the wall or shoulder stand or any inversion that you would like to get into. Thank you all for joining us online today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe and be well. Make sure you wind down with some meditation. Okay, so go ahead, ladies. You're either going to do legs up the wall or shoulder stand or plow or whatever you're feeling. So it starts with plow.
Okay.